Hey, good evening everybody. David here at Scale Models Midwest. Welcome back to the workbench. Been a busy couple of weeks at work. Really not enough time to get down here and work on the kit as like I wanted to. I haven't even started my number 12 Ryan Blaney car yet, although I did finally find a can of PS27 that everybody's been really talking up as far as the fluorescent day glow yellow on the car, so when I'm ready to start painting that I will. So I just want to give you a quick little update on what I have done past few nights. I've had some free time. I got everything mocked up. I'm not going to be handling this right now because it took me about a half hour to try and get everything here as it is without it falling apart, but I wanted to show you some of the stuff, what I've done, what I still plan on doing. For starters, it's mocked up. Suspension wise, the rear, the kit itself uses a ladder bar suspension and a severely narrowed rear end. However, the actual sudden death Mustang uses leaf springs. Now granted, the tires are still big by huge, and I had in my parts box from the 57 gasser some leaf springs. Now they don't have to be perfect, but I don't have an awful lot of clearance underneath using the kit tires to use leaf springs. I'm going to see what I can do. I had these resin tires that came with the rims from Iceman collections, but they're just a little too small. They definitely would not have filled out the wheel well like I wanted to, so sticking with the stock tires it is, and I think that's the right decision to make. And again, if it comes to pass that I can't use the leaf springs, well then I'll just still do my fuel line from the gas tank and the fuel pump, call it a day. But still, rear bumper is done in a Tamiya light gold gray. Same with the front bumper to replicate that bare fiberglass that the front and rear bumpers were on the real car. The firewall I still haven't worked on yet. In the pictures, it is a squared off, set back by about 10 inches. So I have to really do some more cutting on this firewall, and I'm going to try and glue it back as far as I can. The engine right now, where it's at, kind of gives that impression that it's been set back about 10 inches, but in the real pictures you'll see that the valve covers and the intake really go up underneath this to an extent. I'm not going to go cutting anything else, but suspension, front end, very basic. I had a few fitment issues when I was testing this, so I am going to take a look what I needed to correct that. It should be easy to fix. The intake, aluminum engine blue for the engine block, sorry, Ford engine blue. I got a couple of carburetors from Iceman, using one of those for the intake. And Conkur, I picked up a Prewired Accel distributor, and they also come with some really cool boots. So once I drill out for the ignition wires, I'll put that together, hopefully this weekend. I had this throughout the past 15 years probably in my stash. So pictures have just a basic polished or chrome air cleaner, so there you go, got that too. So as this comes along, we'll put it all together. I was really hoping to get a picture of the interior before I mocked up the body, but if you can see through the glass, I did some serious cutting on the floor to get the Ford C6 transmission to fit, and then I'll just patch that up with some evergreen sheet, and I'm going to scratch build an automatic transmission. I can't find a single automatic transmission shifter that looks like the one that's in the pictures. It's a basic Mustang shifter, but I don't have anything like that. All the Mustang models that I've got, my parts boxes and what have you, they're all of like a 4-speed. So, you know, don't be afraid to scratch build anything. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just kind of tinker with a couple of rods and a little block, and I'm going to kind of sand it to where it's rounded, and then do a little detail painting, glue that to the floor. And with the parking brake, much the same way. It's a very basic interior that the Mustang had. This came with the Firefighter. I'm going to cut out the front part, and then I'll also cut this back part off, and then just cut like a block of plastic, glue it to the handle, and then glue that to the interior floor. The roll cage, you'll see the pictures that I hope to include with this. The roll cage, I went on ahead and adapted the one that was in the kit to the pictures by cutting the top bar from both sides, and it worked perfect. So last but not least, a couple things I'm going to show you. The tires and rims, what I did with that was I did a quick little dust coat of Rust-Oleum metallic finish, and that worked really good. So that was something. I mean, it popped. I still have to work on those brakes behind it, but the hood I've been trying to find something that looks like what people were suggesting to use one of the Mustang Cobra Jet hood scoops, and I didn't have anything like that in my kit stash, except I did have, when I went to Walmart, I bought the 69 Cobra Fastback, and the hood scoop that comes with that is that. I cut it, I filled in some plastic at the end. I still have to do a little bit of filling. This is just a light coat on the hood, but it looks really good, very close to the pictures, and it doesn't take anything away from that kit that I can't reuse. In fact, I'm planning on doing a pro stock with that particular kit, so I'm probably not even going to use most of that hood because I've got a scoop to go with it. But as you can see, this is what I've got so far for progress. I think it's coming along really nice, and hopefully over this weekend jump right back into putting more of it together, and we'll just kind of keep you updated. With that, I hope you're building your kits and having a good time, and with that, we'll see you on the next video.